Dear students, we have talked about group perspective. We talked about comparison with how we have learned from a group. That includes family, that includes friend. But today we will talk about the personal perspective. Now, personal is something which is living in our imagination, living in our expectations, living in our desires, living in our dreams. We want to be something, but it is, and we live in that. I give you an opportunity to evaluate yourself. अपने आप को पहचानिए. आप कभी अपने अकेले बैठ जाइए और इमेजिन करिए कि आप राजा हैं. And believe me, after 15 to 20 minutes of complete dreaming, you will suddenly feel that you are the king of the world. Such is the power of psychological manifestation. मनोवैज्ञानिक धारणा की अवधारणा की इतनी ताकत है. अगर आप बैठ जाइए, I teach you this, try this experiment, all of you. Sit down with a piece of paper and do a practical calculation of 100 crores if you have got as a lottery. Just do it. And you will be surprised. Backbenchers, please pay attention. You will be surprised after 100 crore calculation, and when you will plan, I'll buy a house of this, vehicle, this. And when you will complete this 1 hour session and you will go out, you will be living in an unusual world of yours, though you have just calculated 100 crores. अगर आपने सिर्फ एक काल्पनिक रूप से सोचा कि मैं 100 करोड़ जीत गया तो मैं क्या करूँगा, तो अगर आप उसके साथ बैठ के उसकी गणना कर दें, कर लीजिए, एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देख लीजिए. 1 घंटे बाद आपका जो मन है, मन इस प्रकार से भाव विभोर हो जाएगा जैसे आप वाकई अरबपति, और आप कई छोटी मोटी चीज़ों को नज़रअंदाज करेंगे. वो तो बाद में जब नुकसान हो जाएगा तब होश आएगा, पर थोड़ी देर के लिए नज़रअंदाज रहे हैं. 100 करोड़ दे देंगे कुछ. सच इज द पावर ऑफ साइकोलॉजिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन. मनोवैज्ञानिक अवधारणा की इतनी शक्ति होती है. यू गो टू अ प्लेस इन द मैरिज हॉल and you will see a person walking with attitude and you will come to know that he is just a clerk. But ऐसा क्यों है? Why does he looks like this? आपको वो घमंडी क्यों दिख रहा है? क्योंकि वो मन ही मन में घमंड कर रहा है, और यही सब एटीट्यूड उसको दूर किए है सबसे, पर वो अपनी धुन में मस्त है. इसी का सकारात्मक पहलू भी होता है. There is a positive side of this psychological manifestation. When you are complete, you are upgrading yourself, evolving yourself, and you are happy with whatever you are. So if somebody comments you anything, suppose somebody comments on my hairs and I say it's okay, so I will not be disturbed, not be disturbed, not be disturbed. This is the positivity of psychological manifestation. Now it depends on you how you use it. That is why we talked about persona, psychological perspective. Now this is a little different from your psychological perspective. Little different. इस बात को बड़े ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Persona sometimes is what we look, and psychological perspective is what we have. अब मान लीजिए एक बच्चा है. There is a boy or a girl who is very innocent looking, very innocent looking. बड़ी मासूम दिखती है या दिखता है. पर्सोना साइकोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव, सब लोग उसको मासूम बनाएंगे, मानेंगे कि नहीं मानेंगे, और जबकि रियलिटी ये है कि वो छुपा रुस्तम है. मे बी अ नॉटी बॉय, नॉटी गर्ल, प्लेफुल, डिस्टर्बिंग, एंग्री, एनी क्वालिटी. बट नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? थैंक्स टू द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ द पर्सनैलिटी विच इज कमिंग आउट, शी इज कंसिडर्ड इनोसेंट. Many a time in the classroom, if you remember, go back to your school days, you will remember many times people were there who were naughty, but the teachers used to excuse them. They used to say, no, you must not have done it. And the person did it. Whereas the other person who was not wrong was always doubted. I once had a situation. In one of my few years back, once we lost few money during transaction of one person to the other. It was the time when those pink notes were running. जब वो गुलाबी नोट चलते थे तब की समय की बात है. अब वो जो 1 या 2 नोट जो गिरे थे वो छोटे मोटे नहीं थे, क्योंकि एक ही गुलाबी नोट में बहुत ताकत थी. You getting the point? Now what used to happen when we lost that in the transaction? People started looking for it, and we could not imagine who must have picked it up. It was only camera which helped us, and camera not only helped us, surprised us. We had 2 people, 3 people under doubt because they looked like that, and they had a history also, but they had not done it. There was an old man who was very feeble, working, and who used to wear a big tilka and with all the religious decorations, and that gentleman had picked it up. When the camera discovered this, we asked, why did you do that? He said, accidentally. Now the point is, the exercise of searching was also long. It was for 1.5 hours. We did not allow anybody go out, and we did try to find out. And believe me, in that 1.5 hours, that gentleman was hiding it. So this is called persona psychological. Like his persona could not be. So please do not go against your persona. If you look a reasonable person, behave like one. And if you look a naughty person, behave more sensible. Because you will be checked, rechecked, and you will have to prove it. If you are a restless looking person, you have a different style of personality, आप चेहरे से दिखते हैं कुछ अलग प्रकार के, तब तो आपको और डबल मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि अपने तथ्य को प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. And if you are a simple innocent person, be aware that you look, so don't do it, because that will be going very much against your personality. Persona का तात्पर्य होता है जो आपका मुखौटा है, what you look, so prove it. And if you have a good personality, God bless you. God has been kind and God has blessed you. And now when God has blessed you, utilize it. But sometimes some people have a very odd looking way. They are intelligent, but they look hesitant, they look very shy, they look doubtful. Now that is again correction which is required in persona. When you are already clear, look sound, look cool, look calm, look composed, and don't show doubt everywhere. So I really want to say, अगर आप अपने को जानोगे, अपने को पहचानो, why get insulted by others or other people looking at you? You can open your eyes yourself. Sit down in front of the mirror, try to identify who you look, how you look. How you look के लिए बहुत simple है. Your parents, your friends, your other people must have defined that you look like this, you look like this, you look like this. So you have an idea and you know. And when you look at yourself, you will get an idea. And then you can identify that I should look like this, so I should be this. There is most important content, self-confidence formula is be happy with what you are and multiply that strength. जो आप हैं उसमें खुश रहिए, उसको मजबूत कीजिए, बोलना अच्छा कीजिए, शांत दिखिए, कोई आपकी मदद नहीं करने वाला, मुझसे लिखवा लीजिए, nobody is going to help you. Only you will help yourself best. And if you want to help yourself best, you have to be relaxed, cool, composed, and act appropriately, answer appropriately, everywhere, every place, in every organization, including armed forces, including your marriage, including your society, including anywhere and everywhere. So remember this persona perspective. Don't go opposite to your looks. You look something and you behave something, don't do it. Okay, now I will teach you something more. I was very gentlemanly in my certain aspects, and many a time people believe that I am too simple to be misused. Now this was wrong. Now that was also my persona problem. I should have learned that I have to time only when somebody does little wrong, just politely tell him I don't agree with you. That's all is enough, but timely. If you do it too late, then what happens? Since they consider you innocent or simple, they may try to misuse you. So if you will later object, it will become contradiction to your personality. They will think that अरे ये तो आदमी बदल गया है, पहले सीधा होता था अब थी. इसलिए अगर आप सीधे हैं अच्छी बात है, पर अगर कोई आपका साथी गण, कोई भी व्यक्ति आपका दुरुपयोग करने की कोशिश करे तो तुरंत तत्काल प्रतिक्रिया सूक्ष्म दीजिए, पर तत्काल दीजिए, ताकि वो आगे बढ़े ना। चाहे खामोशी पकड़ लीजिए, चाहे कुछ पकड़िए, ताकि वो अगली बार वो दुष्टता का जो प्रयोगशाला है ना बना दे आपको। और अगर बना देगा तो आपका मानसिक संतुलन बिगड़ जाएगा। इसलिए ये भी आपको सुधार करना है, खास तौर से जब आप सरल और सौम्य व्यक्ति दिखते हैं। इफ यू लुक लाइक अ सिंपल एंड अ नाइस पर्सन, you have to correct this. You have to sometime go by the blood and iron policy. What is the blood and iron policy? We've talked about it. You should look into the lectures. But the truth is, blood and iron policy means we're nice to the nice, but when it comes to fight, we fight. And that's what you're there in the armed forces. You're not there to go and take the gun and immediately go and shoot at Pakistan. No. You have to go and train yourself and be ready. If any enemy attacks in India or our country, then we have to protect yourself. Is it clear? So remember, persona, psychological perspective. अपने को पहचानो और अपने को prove करो. If somebody says you're looking like this, correct your behavior. If somebody is telling you are looking restless, try to be cool and calm. If somebody is saying that you are being too dull, improve your level of performance. तो अपनी personality को पहचानिए और सुधारिए. ये मेरे बार बार अवेयरनेस इसलिए है क्योंकि तुम ही हो जीतने वाले, तुम ही हो हारने वाले. यू आर द विनर्स, यू आर द लूजर्स. आई एम जस्ट गाइड. इफ एंड दैट ऑल्सो अनलकली नॉट लाइक लॉर्ड कृष्णा, वी कैन नॉट सिट विद यू इन द चैरियट एंड गो देयर. वहाँ पे आप अकेले जाओगे. सो यू हैव टू इम्प्रूव योर सेल्फ, करेक्ट योर सेल्फ एंड डू वेल. गॉड ब्लेस यू. थैंक यू वेरी मच. जय हिंद.